Hey guys, it's Kelsey Cornelio here for my fifth and final book critique. For my last featured text, I chose the modern fantasy Mice Twice, written and illustrated by Joseph Lowe. This Caldecott Award winner is about a cat who wants to eat a mouse for dinner, and the cat goes to great lengths in order to, quote-unquote, have the mouse for dinner. This book really stood out to me because I saw that I could incorporate a math lesson into it, and if you read the book yourself, you'll find yourself laughing up until the very end. My first lesson is math, as I mentioned, for a first grade classroom. In the beginning of the book, Cat mentions that he could eat something like 47 grasshoppers, so I thought a math lesson with manipulatives would be fun. The first grade students will be doing addition and subtraction word problems with the animals mentioned in the book, and they will be provided with tiny figures of each animal to use to help them solve the problems. For my second lesson, the first grade students would be learning about rhyming words, since the title clearly rhymes. Before the book is read, I would introduce the concept of rhyming words, and after the book is read, I would have my students tell me what rhymed from the book. Then, as a class, we would create a Coggle, which is a very useful online tool that helps create concepts or semantic maps. I would have each student think of an animal and go around the room and have them all tell me a word that rhymes with it. Then I would type in what they say on the board while they write it down on their own sheets. To show as an example, as you can see, I put mice twice in the center of it just so it branches off from like that one concept that I'm introducing to the students. So I'll just show you how that kind of works. I can type it in here like duck, luck, and I can also hit off of it afterwards and another will go off, creating a concept map, and I would have my students have something like this and fill it in on their own. One of the other books in this says Animals of the Bible, illustrated by Dorothy P. Lathrop, with text selected by Helen Dean Fish from the King James Bible. The Caldecott award-winning picture book holds the animals that were a part of the readings of the Old and New Testaments. Each animal has a story from the Bible that tells its significance, along with an illustration of the story that is being told. Next I have Outside Over There, written and illustrated by Maurice Sendak. This Caldecott award-winning modern fantasy is about a little girl named Ida whose father is out at sea. Ida likes to play the horn while she is supposed to be watching her sister. While her back was turned, Goblin stole her baby sister and took her to the outside over there. Black and White, written and illustrated by David Macaulay, is a Caldecott award-winning realistic fiction book that has 4 different stories going on that may or may not be connected. Even though there's a lot going on, this book would be fun to use to see how everything could connect, having your students think outside the box. The Garden of Abdul Ghazazi is a Caldecott award-winning modern fantasy written and illustrated by Chris Van Allsburg. It is about a boy named Alan who is left to watch his neighbor's dog. While Alan took Fritz on a walk, they came across a property that said no dogs allowed in this garden. Fritz, being the excited dog he is, broke free from the leash and ran straight into the forbidden property. Will Alan find Fritz before Ghazazi and his magic does? Who's to say? A Ball for Daisy is a Caldecott award-winning picture book written and illustrated by Chris Rashaka. This book is wordless, telling the story of Daisy and her ball. The ball pops and she's very sad until the end when she gets a new one. My Friend Rabbit is a Caldecott award-winning modern fantasy written and illustrated by Eric Rahman. This story is about a little mouse that is friends with a rabbit who causes trouble everywhere he goes. When Mouse's little plane crashes in a tree, Rabbit stacks all of the animals up to help Mouse get out of the tree. All of the animals end up falling and they got really mad at Rabbit. In the end, Mouse proves a point that even though Rabbit causes a lot of trouble, he means well. Song of the Swallows is a Caldecott award-winning multicultural book by Leo Politi. It is about a boy named Juan who likes the bird the swallow. Politi describes the birds as joyous, and Juan was so looking forward to seeing the birds come back for St. Joseph's feast day. So in order to get the birds to come back a little earlier, he makes a garden with Julian and sings a song to get the birds to return. After waiting all day for the birds, Juan was upset and went home. To his surprise, there were 2 swallows outside of his house. Thank you for watching my 5th and final book critique.